Part 2.
What news interests you the most on a regular basis? Well, I think that the international news is the most interesting news because, like, the world is pretty interesting and it's many things that you can learn from the international news.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is that almost every new is bad news, and it's kind of depressive. As the quote says here is, for most folks, no news is good news. For the press, good news is not news.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Because I watch the news sometimes with my dad, and it's always bad news.
Yeah,
I get depressed by watching it.
Yeah, and as I said before, it's depressive. Like, you don't want to see it, so.
Yeah, I know, you don't want to see all the wars and deaths, but at the same time, that's part of the general knowledge. You have to know what's happening in other countries. But at the same time, I think they choose like more bad news than good news, and I think you should have a balance between them.
Yeah,
because
me
not
too.
often you see good news, and it's more fun to read about it.
Yeah.
Because I know that if I read the paper, which doesn't happen very often, but sometimes, I usually don't even look at bad news because
No, me
I
not.
just read the headline and then I move on.
Yeah.
But the good news, I read the whole story.
Because you get happy from it.
Yeah. Well, it's been a lot about Victoria's child now, so that's good news. So that's always fun.
But I don't think that is so interesting.
No, me neither, but still, it's good news.
Yeah. Should we say something more about that question?
Yeah, well, I'm actually pretty interested in international news as well, but I think it's important that you know what's going on in your own country at the same time,
Yeah.
because you can't understand someone else's situation until you understand your own.
Yeah.
We have a good life here, and we know that.
We have a
but
really good life
yeah,
here in
and
Sweden.
we still complain about it. Well, people are starving to death in Africa,
Yeah.
and I think you
And
need
in
to
other
know.
countries as well.
Yeah, true.
It's not only Africa.
Yeah, I was just picking an example. Yeah, okay. Well, you have to understand that our life is pretty good, and I know we complain a lot about it, but if you think about what's happening in other countries, you realize that we have it pretty well.
Yeah. And I think we in Sweden should help the people there.
Yeah,
Actually,
me too.
We're
A
pretty.
lot of people are selfish.
We just, yeah. We're really selfish here in Sweden.
Yeah, we want everything for ourselves.
Yeah.
But
Sad, but true.
yeah, and I think it's something everybody should consider to help
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
help out more,
Yeah.
not live in their own.
If you have the
bubble.
possibility, you should do that. Like, so.
Yeah, and most people have the possibility. I
Yeah.
know many people that have the possibility but don't have.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that big here in Sweden?
yeah. Well, yeah. Shall we take the next question?
Yeah.
To what extent can we trust the news in different kinds of media? I know that I personally trust most of the things I read in the media or see.
Yeah, me too. It's.
If you write a paper in school, you choose some like Svenska Dagbladet
Or
or
Dagens Nyheter.
yeah, and I think they're reliable sources, but at the same time,
Yeah.
how can I be sure?
Yeah, you never know. But
Yeah, but I always thought about it as a reliable source. But if I took an article from Metro or Aftonbladet, it wouldn't be as reliable because they're like
It's-
evening papers.
yeah, and
It's more
Aftonbladet
gossip.
is more like gossip and funny pages. Like
Yeah,
It
and I
isn't-
know that Metro sometimes choose sides. It's not like objective.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell what's
True or not.
yeah. And if you write a school paper, it has to be like reliable sources all through. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say what's a reliable source. Apparently, a teacher not a reliable source as well. So I think just you have to see both good and bad sides if you're going to use it, because we can't trust.
I think that you can
media
use like different websites and sources because
Yeah, and compare them
yeah,
and see.
that's the best way I think. Yeah.
Hopefully everybody can buy.
Yeah.
Someone must be right about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we also chose to discuss a quote. I do not agree with what you have to say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. And
We think
sorry.
we think that everyone has the right to say whatever they want. Like exactly. Yeah.
It's Swedish law. You have the right to express your feelings or express your
Thoughts.
Or better word. Well, because you might not agree, as she said, or he says. I might not always agree with what one person has to say, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. He still has the right to say it.
Yeah.
Because if that's what he or she thinks, it's right for that person.
To say no. Yeah.
Yeah. I also wanted to discuss breathe. Know that the internet has no razor. I thought about it a bit because everything you upload on internet stays on internet.
Yeah, that's
used to have
clear,
a blog,
I think.
but I stopped blogging.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I googled one thing once, and my blog appeared.
What?
Yeah, I googled for a picture, and one of the pictures I put up on my blog.
And then you
came
saw
up.
your pictures.
Yeah, I was freaked out.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know now that anything I put on the internet, it doesn't go away.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah,
Like Facebook and so on.
yeah, they own your rights as well.
Yeah.
They can choose
It's
to
like
use
we,
your
we
pictures
give,
anyway.
give our lives to them. Like
Yeah, I know there was a girl who went to Thailand and saw a picture of her
what?
in an ad.
What?
Yeah.
And
So-
then what happened?
And nothing. I guess it was Facebook who took the picture because they own your pictures. They own everything you write. They can do whatever they want with it. So really, it's not that good. But at the same time, I can't really imagine my life without Facebook.
Yeah, like Facebook is our lives right now. It's
Do
like
you still have your blog?
I have it, but I don't write anything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
It's like
so we don't have to
it's
worry
just the
anymore.
old things that
Yeah, the old things.
the old memories and so on.
Yeah, it's fun to have, but at the same time, maybe it's better to write it in a personal diary
Yeah,
because
I think that I would start with that.
yeah, I
So-
started writing a diary because I don't want the whole world being able to read my thoughts. It was just meant for the closest friends. And
But then it went bigger.
yeah, my picture ended up on Google.
Whoa, famous girl.
Yeah, so that's not very good. So now we have discussed two
Too close.
questions and two quotes. Do you have anything else you want to say about something?
No, actually not. So I think we're finished with it.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Thank you.